Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little story time on how I found out I was pregnant. I feel like I didn't go like deep into it because I was like doing like answering questions about my pregnancy instead of going into like a full detailed story about how I found out I was pregnant. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, let you guys know a little bit on how I found out, what symptoms I had, what I was thinking, what I was feeling, who I first told, because it was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. I'm gonna go from the backstory to my first symptoms, the moment I decided to test, my pregnancy test scene and my reaction, who I told first, emotions after it sunk in, and then lastly how I feel now. Before I do get into it, I was not really expecting that I would get pregnant at a young age, only because I never seen that for me. If it was, yeah, I don't know. I found out I was pregnant, I was 17. I'm 18 now. I was 17, but I was gonna be 18 in like 2 months. So we're just gonna talk about the backstory, what my life looked like at the time. During the time I was living with my grandma, I was living with my mom. At my grandma's house, I'm not gonna lie, I had like free will over there rather than what I had like at my mom's house. Cause at my grandma's house, I was really able to do like whatever I wanted. I still didn't disrespect her house and like be out late and do what I wanted to do. Like it was rare when I went out. Like when I went out, it was like definitely in the daytime. It was never like me leaving at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 12 o'clock at night. And definitely not coming back late either. Like I would come home at like 10 the latest. As for my relationship situation, I was never allowed to have a boyfriend ever. Ever. Allowed to have one when I was 18, but I'm not gonna listen. So I still had a boyfriend and we was together for only 6 months. We never seen each other during that whole time period, but like one time. We had started dating November 12th, and then I seen him November 13th, the day after he asked me to be his girlfriend. After that day, I never seen him again. But I had seen him at his job one time. So it was like quick. It was like a quick little 15 minutes. I seen him and then I had left because he had to go back to work. But anyways. And so then when I went to my grandma's house, like I was able to see him. When I was living with my grandma, I didn't see him until like 2 months after living with my grandma. How it really started all was, it was May 7th. My boyfriend at the time had asked me if I wanted to come over. I told him sure. It was already 11 at night. And like I said, I did not want to leave the house like late at night because I still like respected my grandma's house even though like she didn't care. I was like, okay, like I'll go because it's like the first time that I do this. I remember I had went over to his house. I went inside and I remember just like looking at him. It was so not awkward, but I was like shy because I literally never seen him. Like we would always just like be on the phone all the time and just like texting and stuff like that. Whenever we got comfortable, we started talking, and then we do what you gotta do to have a baby, whatever. Anywho, I ended up going back home and came back the next day. I had went to his house literally the next day after that. I was with him and then he did it again. After that, went home. It's like 5 days after was when I started getting symptoms. That's when I started getting sleepy a lot. I started eating more. I was more like having no energy, and I had told him, I was like, I think I'm pregnant. When I had told him, he didn't believe me, only because I had pranked him like 2 times before that I was pregnant. And so he didn't believe me. Yeah, so when I was like telling him, he was like, oh, like you're lying, like I don't know. But I didn't know if I was pregnant yet, like I didn't know. But I was just telling him like I think I'm pregnant. 2 weeks had went by, I took a test, it was nothing. I even took one like the week before, but it was nothing. It was negative. And so then the 3rd test was when it had tested positive, which was May 29th. May 29th was when I found out I was pregnant. And I had took one on May 22nd. The day before I had my prom, because I wanted to know if I was pregnant or not, because I wanted to drink and smoke that day, the day before my prom. So even though I knew like it was still too early to decide for it to like show that I was pregnant, I still like wanted to have like peace, knowing that I could do what I was gonna do. Even though I knew I was pregnant, I knew from the jump. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, I knew I was pregnant as soon as we finished. I know I am. There's no way. Just because of, like, what happened, which I'm not getting into detail because that's TMI. Yeah, I just knew that I was pregnant from the jump. Then, like, towards the end, I was trying to, like, be low-key in denial about it, like, about me being pregnant. Because I didn't want to see that for myself. Like, I didn't see me being pregnant. Like, I had my whole entire, like, life planned out. Like, envisioning my life and my future, like, with a child, I just wasn't registering. I already knew. Like, I already knew that I was. I just didn't know how to accept it. So, before I even took the test, though, May 18th was when I started getting implantation. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like when the egg attaches itself to the uterus. And a lot of girls mistake that for period cramps, which is why they always think that they're not pregnant. Like, I don't know why I was able to tell. I'm out of breath. I'm sorry. I'm already 7 months, so talking and walking and I'll be out of breath. I was able to tell the difference between the period cramps and the implantation, because the way that the cramps were like going and feeling, it was like different from period cramps. But a lot of girls aren't able to tell. The only reason why I feel like I was able to tell was because it was non-stop. It did not stop, not one time. Like, it went on for like 5 hours. This was when I had went to church with my mom. I was still living with my grandma at the time still. And so then me and my mom ended up going to church together by ourselves. I kid y'all not. As soon as I stepped foot inside the church, that's when I had started getting implantation. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my god, like my stomach hurts, like I'm cramping so bad, like I don't know what this is. So like when I had got home, I ended up searching it up, and then it was like, oh, that's probably implantation happening. I remember being at church just cramping and my mom just looking at me like I was crazy. After church, we always have like dinner, like lunch or whatever. So we ended up going to one of our favorite spots. We're sitting there eating. I was just sitting there in pain. Like, I couldn't even eat the food because my stomach just hurt so bad. I was cramping so bad to the point where I just didn't want to eat anything. My mom was like, do you want me to buy you a pregnancy test? And I was like, but I looked at her like crazy, like, what are you talking about? I was like, no. I was like, I'm like confused on why she would even ask me that question. She was like, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to go to the hospital? And I was just like, no, like, I don't need to go to the hospital. I'm just having cramps. It was like her attitude and like the concern in her face that was just kind of weird to me, on how she just offered to buy me like a pregnancy test. It like kind of made me like scared. Y'all, there's something about eyes. But anyway, y'all, that was that whole little day of like the implantation. Then that's when I took the test on the 22nd, negative. And then I had took it on the 29th, and that's when I found out I was pregnant. The whole time I was thinking like I was pregnant, I was talking to ChatGPT the whole time. The whole time, from like beginning to even now. It has the whole catalog of all my questions that I was asking it. I remember asking it like, okay, like I took it week 1 and it was nothing, and week 2 was nothing, and then it was like, you're supposed to take it like before you're supposed to start your period, like around the time you're supposed to start it. And it also has said that you're supposed to take it early in the morning, that the results are more accurate. May 29th, it was around 8 in the morning. I had got up, and normally I always record my reaction of me like taking the test. This time I didn't, because like I said before, like I was so in denial about me being pregnant that I just did not record myself taking it, because I just didn't see that for me, and I just was lying to myself the whole time. I ended up taking it, and then it was positive. And when I looked at it, I remember exactly what I was wearing. I was wearing my red spider hoodie, my sweats, I had my hair up in a ponytail. I had just woke up, like I didn't even brush my teeth. I had morning breath. I had peed on it. I sat it down on the counter, and it's the ones where you get the results like that. But I just did not want to look at it. Like, I waited like 2 minutes before I even looked at it. I was just sitting on the toilet, and I was like, okay, like, this is gonna be the real test. Like, this is actually going to tell me if I'm pregnant or not. After that, I had grabbed it, I looked at it, And I literally was just like shocked. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that this thing is telling me that it's positive. I'm literally looking at it, I got the little plus sign. And I was just like, wow, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I was sitting in that bathroom for like 15 minutes. I had like tucked the wrapper of the pregnancy test inside the trash can so nobody could see it. I opened the door, walked inside my cousin's room where I was sleeping. And I like poked my head out like that to like see if she was asleep. And for some reason, that bitch be waking up at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But for some reason, when I opened that door, like I remember she literally looked at me like this. And I'm like looking at her like shocked, like scared. And she already knew, like she had went to the bathroom. We was looking at it and then we were just like, there's no way, like there's no way. Like the second person that I had told was my best friend. I had called her like 15 minutes after it happened. I had showed her and then she was just like also in shock. It was just like such a scary, shocking, surprising moment. Even though I already knew, but it's still like shocking to like see it and like know that it's for real and it's not for fake. The people that were home was my grandma, my 3 cousins, and then my auntie. Everybody was asleep. Everybody was sleeping, so it was like perfect too, so that like nobody could bother me either. And then also after like finding out, I had sat my butt outside for 2 hours. I was sitting on the steps for 2 hours. And my dad, he was there that day too, but he wasn't there like in the morning time. Like I was sitting on the stairs and I was just sitting there like this, like just sad because like I didn't know what I was gonna do. And he was telling me, he was like, why you just sitting out here? And I was like, because I'm just sitting, like I'm just thinking. So I'm sitting there, and then I remember my grandma, she had went to go get Taco Bell. This is the first time I was acting like off towards them. Like they could tell because I never sit outside. I was sitting outside for like 2-3 hours. Oh cool, 2-3 hours. And I was just sitting there thinking like, okay, what do I want to do? Like what's gonna happen? You really don't know until like you're in the moment. Like you don't know what to do, you don't know who to tell. Like it's just so like nerve-wracking. I feel like my whole reaction, like I've said before, was just shocked, wave of emotions. I was happy, but also I was like sad, like okay, like I don't know what I want to do though. And sad as in like, okay, well like who's gonna support me, who's gonna help me? I told my baby daddy, but like I said, when I told him, he did not believe me. He was mad, actually. I remember that day. When I had told him, he was so mad because he was like, you're lying. You're just pranking me again. And I was like trying not to get mad at him because I was pranking. I did prank him 2 times that I was pregnant. So like I couldn't really like take my anger out on him or like get all sad and cry that he wasn't believing me. Listening, I was like, no, like I'm for real this time. Like look, like this is the real one. Like the other ones looked fake. Like this one's real. He ended up being okay with it, and then he ended up believing me. After it had finally like sank in, I was 1000% okay with it. I think it took me like 2 days to like actually process it, actually like accept that I was pregnant and accept that I wanted to go through with the pregnancy. The thought of me getting an abortion was never implanted in my head. It was never a thought in mind that I wanted to kill my baby. Like I knew I was gonna keep it solely because I don't believe in abortion. I don't care what other people do, it's none of my business. I really don't care, like whatever. But me, I'm not gonna do it, but like I don't really care. Like I'm trying not to get canceled right now. I don't care like if you do it, but for me, I just don't believe in it. Like it's just not my thing. But like, you know, it's just like the sad part was like I don't know what I'm gonna do or if I'm gonna be able to do it. But God has shown me so many times that I'm able to do this. Even like by myself, I'm able to do this. I don't need a guy, I guess you could say, like to help me with nothing, because like God keeps providing me with resources and income, stability, just like a whole bunch of other things. He's definitely shown me that he has my back and that I'm able to do this on my own if I really wanted to. I definitely was just thinking about my future too, just like what I was gonna do and stuff. But right now I pretty much have everything like figured out on what I'm gonna do. Everything's looking good right now. Like my daughter, we just had my baby shower. That video is gonna come out after this one. Everything literally like went to plan. She has a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of clothes. She has a bunch of wipes. That girl, she had a whole bunch of bows too, which is so cute. Like, I can't wait to dress my daughter up. How I feel now, I'm happy. I feel very blessed. I always say that my baby is my biggest blessing. I always say that my daughter saved me because, like I said, I felt implantation the first time I went back to church in like, I think a long time, like a year. So that's why I always say that my baby is my biggest blessing, especially because I have a cross as my pregnancy line. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like a cross. I'm definitely happy. I can't wait till my daughter gets here. I only have 2 more months until she's here. I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I know that she's gonna be here soon. I'm gonna be able to finally hold her, hug her, and I'm gonna be selfish. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna do no visitors for like 3 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna do that only because it's just like I need to bond with my daughter. And like I had went through so much during my pregnancy to where it's like I deserve to keep my baby to myself for 3 weeks. Like I don't want to be bothered. Like I literally don't want to be bothered. I don't even want to be called. Like I don't. Like the first 3 weeks, nobody's going to be able to come visit me. Even in the delivery room, the only people that's gonna be up in there is my mom and my dad. That's it. I just don't want no extras. Like I feel like it's gonna be too much yelling, too much screaming. Too many people in my area, like, get the hell away from me. The amount of things that I already have planned for her and the walks that we're gonna go on, I just can't wait for it all. I just can't wait to be a mom. That's another thing too. I've always wanted to be a mom. So that's also why I'm pretty happy that, like, okay with it, because I've always wanted to be a mom. I feel like I'm gonna be such, like, an amazing mother towards my daughter. Yeah, it's always been, like, a little dream of mine to be a little mommy. Telling my parents was definitely like scary. I'll put the clips in right here actually.
I'm scared. Okay. What's gonna be in here?
This is not ideal. And not the time, but look.
I don't want to open it.
I don't want you to.
Maya, what the fuck is in here?
Mom, for real, because I'm actually scared. Okay, go.
Are you pregnant?
Mom, open the thing, bro. Hey, don't open the thing.
What is in here?
Bro, don't open.
Maya, are you pregnant? Maya.
Bro.
Maya.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Maya.
Yes, bro.
Maya.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. And I'm being so for real. Like, I'm not even.
I'm gonna beat your head.
I know. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you, and I'm not even kidding, you tell the family my business all the time, and I let it slide.
I'm gonna beat your head. You say you pregnant, man.
The what's it called? Telling my dad. I did not want to tell my dad. Your girl was scared. Like y'all seen how he told me that he was gonna beat my ass, like. After he was trying to act all like big and bold parent, he gonna text me at like 2 in the morning, sending me baby names. Boy, anywho. But he ended up being cool with it, obviously, like a couple hours later. That's my little story time of how I found out I was pregnant. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys are here to support me as well. You guys are literally interested and like so invested in my journey. Like I love to see it, like the DMs that you guys be sending me to me, and just like even about like my daughter and like the prayers that you guys be sending out. Like I love it so much and I appreciate it so much, and I can't wait to have you guys on this journey with us, because when she gets here, like I'm gonna be full mind mode. All the cute little like things that I'm gonna be doing. Oh, our little night routine. We're trying foods for the first time. I can't wait. Other than that, you guys, that's all that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you guys want to see next, any more questions you guys have, and I'll be happy to answer them, or just let me know what videos you guys want me to make. But other than that, love you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in my next one.